From chaotic pet moments on livestream to full-blown pet funerals that left fans in tears, the world of streamer pets is way more dramatic, heartwarming, and controversial than anyone could imagine. Some streamers treat their pets like royalty, others, not so much. So buckle in, this roller coaster is packed with love, loss, laughter, flames, literally, and a whole lot of internet chaos. Let's kick things off with the undisputed king of unpredictability himself, Speed. Known for his wild energy and unpredictable streams, Speed's interactions with his pets have been just as legendary as his viral moments. It all started with Thor, the dog who entered Speed's household like a whirlwind. The introduction itself felt like something out of a chaotic movie. Thor wasn't just a pet, he was introduced to fans like a new cast member of the Speed Gang. And from the moment Speed gave him a dramatic welcome on stream, fans knew this dog's life was about to be anything but ordinary. Speed hyped up Thor like a WWE debut, calling him his new partner in crime, promising wild nights and full-on family vibes. The bond was instant, but of course it wouldn't be Speed without turning things up a notch. In one stream, Speed literally tried to find Thor a girlfriend. Yes, a literal dog girlfriend. What started as a seemingly innocent quest turned into a hilarious sequence where Speed introduced Thor to multiple dogs complete with commentary like, "Do you like her? She's a big girl." At one point, he shouted, No, that's a minor," while dragging Thor away from another pup. Absolutely unfiltered. Absolutely Speed. But Thor wasn't the only pet Speed brought into the chaos. Soon, he welcomed 2 kittens into the crew and named them Master and Slave. Yes, those names triggered immediate backlash online. Despite the controversy, Speed showcased genuine excitement over the kittens, treating them like part of the streaming fam. The kittens quickly became stream regulars, climbing on his desk, cuddling in his arms, and even fighting each other mid-stream. At one point, he even caught them bonding live in front of the chat, going from chaotic to wholesome real quick. Then, things took a turn for the futuristic. Speed pulled up with a $50,000 robot dog.
We're about to unbox a $50,000 robot dog,
complete with the mechanical limbs, and tried to train it like a real pet. And just when fans were getting used to the mechanical mutt, he doubled down with a $100,000 flame-throwing robot dog. This thing literally barked fire on command. Speed treated it like a sentient being, kissing it on the head, introducing it to Thor, and even trying to get them to bond. That moment where Thor got scared of the robot dog, priceless. Speed tried to encourage him, saying, "It's a treat, bro. It's a treat," while Thor backed away in full panic mode. Say what you want about Speed. He's chaotic, sure, but his interactions with his pets are filled with genuine love, bizarre humor, and viral gold. Alinity, from cat toss to internet outrage. A streamer whose pet ownership became one of the internet's most infamous controversies. It all started during a casual Apex Legends stream back in 2019. Her cat, Milo, wandered onto her desk. Pretty standard streamer pet behavior. But what wasn't standard was what happened next. Instead of gently moving Milo away, Alinity tossed the cat over her shoulder. Live on stream. That moment went viral instantly. Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, everyone was talking about it, and while some tried to downplay it as a chaotic cat mom moment, others saw it as blatant mistreatment. But that wasn't the end. Soon, another clip surfaced, this time showing Alinity pouring vodka into Milo's mouth. The internet exploded again. The clip showed her laughing, saying "vodka kiss" while tipping the bottle toward her cat. If that wasn't enough, yet another video showed Alinity sticking a sticker onto Milo's face. At that point, it stopped being just streamer antics and turned into full-blown controversy. Animal rights groups like PETA stepped in, demanding action from streaming platforms. The clip sparked debates everywhere, and fans began questioning how platforms handle pet safety. Alinity eventually apologized, but the damage had already been done. Milo became a symbol of the darker side of streamer pet culture, a reminder that not all viral moments come with laughs. FaZe Rug, the heartfelt bond with Bosley. Bosley wasn't just a pet, he was a part of Rug's brand, family, and heart. From the moment Rug introduced him back in 2014, fans fell in love with the squishy-faced pug who followed Rug everywhere during streams, vlogs, and even TikToks. There were iconic walk scenes, training clips, and countless moments of Bosley stealing the show. Rug's love for Bosley was visible in every video, whether it was showing him new toys, dressing him up in adorable outfits, or just chilling with him on camera. But in November 2023, the streaming world was hit with heartbreaking news. Bosley passed away unexpectedly. The announcement came in an emotional video. Rug could barely hold back tears as he shared the loss. Fans were shattered. The comments were flooded with condolences, memories, and heartfelt messages. Bosley had been part of so many fans' childhoods and teen years. His passing felt personal. Even now in 2025, people still comment that they tear up rewatching Bosley's old videos. That kind of connection is rare. Bosley's story wasn't just about a pet. It was about a true friendship that lasted almost a decade, full of joy, comfort, and unforgettable memories. Lil D and Peaches, the stream that went too far. Lil D's treatment of his dog Peaches became a disturbing case
Right now, I will fucking kill you right in front of fucking everyone. I will.
that caught the attention of the entire community. At first, it seemed like typical edgy streamer behavior, but then the clips piled up. Lil D was caught hitting the dog, kicking the cage, and verbally abusing Peaches live on stream. And it wasn't a one-time mistake, it was a pattern. Reddit threads started filling up with compilations. Fans who had once supported him turned against him. Even the small audience he had started calling out the abuse. The worst part? Some viewers were encouraging it. Lil D would threaten Peaches or yell at her, and a few sick fans would cheer it on. That's when things got truly toxic. Other YouTubers started calling him out. Even smaller creators stepped up, saying enough was enough. There were petitions, takedown requests, and endless backlash. And yet, he's still streaming. On Kick, Peach's story serves as a painful reminder that platform moderation isn't always enough, and that the internet doesn't forget. Hasanabi, from loss to healing. Some stories start with heartbreak and end in hope. For Hasanabi, it was the journey from saying goodbye to one beloved pet to opening his heart again. Back in 2013, Hassan adopted a beautiful rescue pit bull named Fish. Over the years, Fish became a fan favorite, showing up on streams, memes, and even emotes. Then in 2020, tragedy struck. Fish passed away from liver cancer. Hassan took time away, visibly affected by the loss. Fans remembered Fish not just as a pet, but as a presence that brought calm energy to Hassan's otherwise politically charged streams. Fast forward to 2023, Hassan introduced a new rescue pup to the world, Kaya. A fluffy, gentle dog with a name that means rock, Kaya quickly became the new queen of the stream. One of the most adorable moments when Valkyrie surprised Hassan with a birthday cake shaped like Kaya. Hassan was torn between loving the cake and feeling weird about cutting it. Kaya even inspired him to start encouraging fans to adopt responsibly, highlighting no-kill shelters and the importance of finding the right match. Hassan's story isn't just about a pet. It's about healing, advocacy, and honoring the memory of one furry friend by giving another one a second chance. Kaya brought a new light to the stream. Playful, curious, and sometimes hilariously disruptive. She'd wander into frame mid-sentence, plop down during serious talks, and instantly steal the spotlight. Viewers often joked that she was the real reason they tuned in, calling her Producer Kaya whenever she bumped into the mic or walked across the setup. Through Kaya, Hassan showed how much love still existed in the wake of loss. Fish will always be remembered, but Kaya represents a beautiful continuation, proof that hearts can heal and love for pets doesn't have a limit. Deji and Tank, a story that ended in tragedy. Not every story ends in hugs and redemption. For Deji, his dog Tank became the center of a devastating legal case. Tank was introduced in fun, lighthearted streams, chasing Deji around, playing, just being a happy pup. But things took a dark turn when Tank got loose and attacked a delivery driver. The injuries were serious, and the entire event was caught on camera. The case went to court. Both Deji and his mom were found guilty of letting the dog get dangerously out of control. Deji tried to appeal, even reached out to KSI for support, hoping the judge might show leniency, but it wasn't enough. Tank was euthanized. The internet was split. Some blamed Deji, others blamed the system. But at the end of the day, a life was lost, and fans were left heartbroken. Tank's story became a sobering lesson in responsibility and the consequences of even one mistake. Kai Cenat and the hamster funeral. Back to something more heartwarming one day, and a little emotional. When Kai Cenat introduced his pet hamster, fans didn't expect her to become such a beloved part of the stream. She was tiny, adorable, and somehow became more iconic than some of Kai's actual content. Then came the heartbreaking moment. The hamster passed away. But Kai didn't just make a sad announcement, he held a full-on funeral on stream. Flowers, speeches, soft music, the whole vibe was heartfelt and real. Kai's tribute left fans in tears. It wasn't just about losing a pet, it was about appreciating every tiny life, every moment shared, and giving that hamster the send-off she deserved. The stream was filled with emotional messages, not just from Kai, but also from viewers who had followed the hamster's little adventures. He even had a miniature casket set up, carefully placing her inside while soft music played in the background. Some fans lit candles during the stream at home, turning the moment into a global shared goodbye. Others drew fan art of Kai and the hamster, sharing them online with messages like, "Rest easy, tiny queen." It was the kind of farewell you'd expect for a beloved character in a movie, but this was real and it was raw. Even days later, Kai would occasionally look over to where her cage used to be, pausing midstream as if remembering. The hamster may have been small, but her presence and the way she was honored made a lasting impact that went beyond content. Penguin Zero and I.O., the one who stayed in his heart. In 2022, Penguin Zero, aka Charlie, introduced fans to a rescue kitten with a birth defect. Her name was I.O., and she was adorable from day one. Charlie explained that I.O. was born with a rare condition. Her colon didn't connect properly. Despite being unsure at first, he decided to keep her, even with her medical needs. Fans watched I.O. grow, play, and become a surprise star on stream. Charlie was smitten. His dogs loved her. She fit right in. Then things changed behind the scenes. Charlie and his girlfriend Tiana broke up, and I.O. stayed with her. Fans noticed the absence. Some left comments wondering why she hadn't appeared in months. Others speculated that Charlie missed her dearly. While he hasn't adopted another pet since, fans believe I.O. left a permanent mark. I.O.'s story might not have ended in tragedy, but it left a quiet, lingering sadness. Proof that even small creatures can leave big footprints on hearts. Even during I.O.'s recovery, Charlie would update fans about her progress with gentle optimism. Her fragile condition didn't stop her from climbing over keyboards, napping on laps, and curiously exploring the streaming setup. The community became invested, not just in I.O.'s survival, but in her joy. Her presence added a softness to Charlie's usual content, and viewers noticed. Some fans still hold on to hope that Charlie and I.O. might reunite one day, even if just for a short visit. Until then, I.O. lives on in emotes, memories, and hearts. A tiny cat who left a big legacy. Streamer pets aren't just background props, they're family. And whether it's a robot dog shooting flames or a kitten being tossed, every action, good or bad, plays out in front of millions. These stories remind everyone that fame doesn't excuse neglect, and virality doesn't mean immunity. For every Bosley or Kaya, there's a Milo or a Peaches whose treatment reveals the darker side of internet culture. But there's also hope. More streamers are adopting rescues, raising awareness, and showing what responsible pet ownership looks like, and fans are paying attention. So what do you think? Which streamer had the most wholesome pet moments? Which story shocked you the most? If you made it this far, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more insane streamer stories.